This is Katie with Homeschool Chat, Preschool Edition, and today we're going to talk about manners. Manners are a very important part of preschool. It's um, the social graces that kids need to learn so that when they become older, that they can portray manners and be good citizens. So, when we talk about learning about manners for preschoolers, how do we teach that? Of course, there's always what do you have you offer your child something like a glass of water, and the child takes it. You say, what do you say? And then the child says, thank you. Or if the child wants a piece of candy, and then you can say, what do you say? What's the magic word? And the answer is, of course, please. So there's that, but there's also more fun solutions to teaching manners as well. So let's not forget that we can show our children little videos that teach them things like Sesame Street. There are certain videos that or shows that kids can watch in preschool that will teach them manners. So one of those shows is Arthur. Little Bear is another one that always has good manners and teaches good manners. I've already mentioned Sesame Street, and Mr. Rogers always teaches good manners as well. Also, you can purchase books that talk about manners, and one that I recommend is called Bernstein Bears Forget Their Manners. There are other books available. I can't think of any right off the top of my head, and every family has different tastes. So I suggest that you research and see what you can find. If you don't want to buy a book, go to the library and pick up a book on manners. Story time is always fun for a preschooler. There are also YouTube videos that you can watch on manners, and one that I recommend is called Tab Time, and the show is actually called Good Manners. Tab as in TAB, and it is an educational video. Some other things that you can do that help your child learn to play or play to learn is setting up scenarios where your child uses manners, specifically table manners. How you can do that is to have a tea time. For little girls in particular, this is usually really attractive because they can invite their friends. You can make it as big or as intimate as you want to. It can be just you and the child. It can be you and lots of children. It can be grandparent and the child. Those things are really, really fun and have an impact on children, preschool children specifically. The other thing that you can do is prepare your child for a fancy dinner where the table is set and all of the silverware is placed in a certain way, and they have to use their napkin and their manners. The other thing you can do, just instead of just a generic fancy dinner, you could pretend that you're on a cruise line and you're eating at a fancy restaurant. So if you prepare a fancy lunch or a fancy supper and have it set so that children have to use their eating utensils properly and their napkins properly. That's just a wonderful thing. The other thing you could do, you could take it even a step further, and you can have dining before the king and the queen, which would, of course, be the kids dining before mom and dad. And you could dress up and make it a big, fancy deal. One of the things that your child probably should learn as a preschooler is how to set a table. And I'm sure you can find that on YouTube. I haven't specifically looked for it, but I'm sure you can find that online or on YouTube, and there might be books on setting a table or other manners at the library. So that's about all I have for today. Have fun teaching manners and have a great day. Bye.